Okay, this is a slightly different version of the floating palomino that I think some of you guys have seen, and I'm going to just use a shuck on this one. And I like this polyarn because, one, I mean, by trade, polyarn floats. I mean, that's what strike indicators are made out of, so I'm going to use it on this one. So, start right here. I'm just going to tie it in right there. Come back. The bend. Right there. Trim the shuck. Just like that. Trim it off on the front. And I want to start everything right just a little bit above the hook bend. I'm going to use a white polyarn. It's a little thin. So I'm going to tie that in right there. Wrap over it. Okay. This is such a nice cape. Oh, this thing's beautiful. There's almost too much goodness to choose from on this thing.
That's the other thing. When you buy good capes for your dry flies,
Oh my gosh.
your dry flies will look so much better.
Yeah. There's no substitute. I mean, there really isn't. If you're going to tie dries, tie it right. Use good stuff. And I like a little fuller body on anything I'm going to wrap, so I'm going to use 2. That's about right. And you guys see how I did that? I just kind of put them underneath, and I just gauge it. I want it to be about the length of the, right to about the hook bend.
Okay.
Yeah, or to the hook point. Yeah, parachute's a tough one to gauge. Okay, now I'm going to take some of this black eye stub.
Is that the UV stuff?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, anytime you got UV floating, though, it sparkles every which way.
There's a lot of green in that stuff in here.
You know, it's almost more purple.
Depending on
That's
the
kind
light
of,
you get
yeah,
in
the
it and
UV,
everything.
exactly. But once it's out in sunlight, I mean, it looks black, and it's an underbody, so it's going to show through pretty well. Those two probably look like monstrosities up there. Okay. So now I'm just going to spin those through.
That is a full
Yeah. And I just kind of weave my thread through there just to make sure I don't grab as few fibers as I can avoid grabbing. Get in there. Okay, just like that. Now I take this, I pull it over the top. Actually, I'm going to trim it down on the top first. Okay. Pull it over like that. Grab it. Okay, pull it down, put one wrap underneath. Trim it off.
Oh, that skunk back.
Like that. Blink. Yep. And there's times where if I want it to lay a little flusher, I'll just get under here and
Trim that down.
trim it down on the bottom, and you can kind of see that UV kind of, if it was in light, you'd really see it shine through there. So definitely a good one, kind of techier, in smaller sizes. This one's, I believe, probably 18 or 20, but 20s through 24 is about what I tie this fly in. So that's that one.
And you're gonna treat that with the